Hello, everyone. I'm just letting everybody in. I'm so excited. Can you hear me okay? I think I heard some chat then. Where is everyone? Why can I want to see all of your beautiful faces.
Recording in progress.
Oh, here you are.
Here you are.
Lovely. Everyone, welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, look at all of your glorious faces. I'm still letting people in, so bear with me. How are you all today?
Not bad, thanks.
Good, lovely. Oh, it's nice to see you in real life after watching all the videos of your introductions, which have been fabulous to watch, by the way. Thank you for doing all of that. We've got a minute to go before I start talking about myself and what we're up to today. I'm very excited. Lovely. People are coming in thick and fast. Well done for being prompt. As per my video earlier, timekeeping is a very important skill. Is timekeeping a skill? I'd say so. It takes practice, I guess, doesn't it, to show up on time? And well done for being prompt with your timings. In England, you know, it's very important. So I appreciate you all being here, ready to go. It's 11, so I am going to start. I'll just first of all quickly tell you a little bit more about myself and what my plans are with my sessions moving forward, guys. But ultimately, this is a fun session for you. We're all going to look a little bit silly at times. And I know some of you feel a bit self-conscious about accents and things and how you maybe come across at the moment. There's really no need in these sessions. Indeed, any of Lilo's sessions, I'm sure, especially with mine, like I'm going to encourage you to perhaps feel a little bit silly and feel like you're starting fresh again, because you are in some ways. So I'm going to make a fool out of myself. This is a safe space. We're here to make mistakes because that's the best way to learn. So do just throw yourself in and dive in and don't worry. This is a safe space and we're all friends. I just want to put that out there first of all. Oh my gosh, so many of you pouring in. Wonderful. Do turn your cameras on if you can. It's helpful for me to see what you're doing. But again, I understand if we are feeling a bit self-conscious, that's fine. Or if you are busy cooking dinner or lunch or managing the kids or animals or whatever, that's fine as well. But yeah, my sessions are going to be quite hands-on, and we are going to start with a little bit of a physical warm-up. I know. If you can't stand up or do much movement, that's fine. But I do kind of like to, in my sessions, start with a bit of a warm-up. A lot of what it seems Lilo is teaching you at the moment is about muscle settings, right? And muscles need work. They need to be warm. And although we're trying to work on our accent, which we think kind of comes from this part of us, there is actually, the voice actually begins down here in our breath, right? Does that make sense, everybody? Yeah, we breathe, and without that breath, we're not going to be able to force the air through our vocal folds and cause that vibration to make the sound. And then all of our articulators up here to help curate that sound and make it sound how we want it to sound, which is British. So I will start with a little bit of warm up, just to get our muscles going and wake up our shoulders and our necks and everything. And just before we dive into that, yeah, just to fill you in a little bit more, I have trained as a classical actor in the UK. So a lot of what I'm teaching you today is actually stuff British, oh, heard myself back then. A lot of what I'm teaching you today is stuff that I've actually learned at drama school. And this is like the backbone of an actor's training, learning all of this properly. And so that's what I want to kind of impart on you. And I know, like I say, Lilo is talking a lot about muscle settings and things. Everything we're going to do might seem a little bit, like I said, silly or laborious, but I really want you to just stick with it and be very mindful with it and enjoy discovering this wonderful set of muscles, and how to use your breath properly and how to use your articulators properly or more effectively to achieve your goal, which is to sound more British. Does that all sound good? That makes sense, everyone?
Natalia is not on mute, and that's
Oh.
why I hear a very
Oh, do mute yourself for now, guys. We will unmute individually as we go through the session. But first of all, like I said, we're going to do a bit of a warm up. We are going to get on our feet if we're able to. Don't worry, we won't do it every single session, but I do recommend you do this stuff regularly. You will get the recording of this, so you can go back to it. After that, we're going to do some articulation as part of that warm up. So I'm going to get you to pull all sorts of weird and wonderful face shapes. I'll do it with you. Don't worry. We'll look silly together. And then what we're going to do is work on tongue twisters this session. I did want to look at the sonnet initially, so a piece of poetry by William Shakespeare, but I am going to push that back to next week. And this week we're going to focus on tongue twisters, the kit and the sheep sound that Lilo has already kind of touched on in the group, and just some other phrases that we've come across in the week. And there's a chance at the end for any other questions as well, if you have any as we go. Does that sound okay, everyone? It better do. Let's do it. So up on your feet if you can. If you can't stand on your feet, that's fine. What I just ask is that you're sat upright, nice and neutral. I talk about neutral quite a lot. Similar to what Lilo said, neutral British accent requires a slightly different natural setting in your mouth, right? Same with our bodies. Let's wake those up. I know a lot of us have office jobs, or we work, I think one of you works in a beauty department or whatnot. Like, we're very either active or stagnant in our day-to-day life. So let's wake up our bodies. Let's do some nice big shoulder rolls, first of all. Coming forward, up to the ears and down. And if you want to bend your knees and wake the knees up a little bit as well. And a phrase I always say is use that breath. So if you feel like you just want to, or sigh, or take a nice deep inhalation at any point, just go for it. Really use that breath and enjoy feeling your lungs expand. Good. So if you are sat down, you can do this sat down, just some shoulder rolls. We're just going to feel the warmth and that blood flow in our shoulders a little bit. They're probably aching a little bit already. That's a good sign. Good. Well done, everyone. Good. Now we're going to sync the breath with those shoulder rolls. So what we're going to do as we inhale, we're going to bring our shoulders forward and lift up to our ears on the inhalation. And on the exhale, we're going to use that breath and let those shoulders just fall down and those shoulder blades just collapse at the back of our backs, okay? In your own time. So take a nice deep breath in and out. Nice and slowly. I don't want any of you to hyperventilate today. In your own time, breathe in and out. We'll do one more of those in your own time. Breathe in and out. Good. Lovely. Well done. That's the first thing done. Let me pull up my notes again. Again, if at any point you feel a bit lightheaded or anything as well, please just sit down or return your breath to normal. That's fine. I'm just trying to get you at the moment to explore your breath and your body in movement together. Lovely. Very good. So now we're going to do a rib opening exercise. This is really good, and I do it all the time just to remind myself of what my body is capable of and how much breath we can actually inhale, okay? So we're going to stand with our feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, nice and wide. I bet you didn't think you'd be doing this in your first accent session, did you? And we're going to lift one arm up to the sky. Lovely. And imagine that you're a puppet and there is a string on your wrist and your shoulder and everything else in your body is really heavy. All that's happening is someone's just pulling a string on that wrist and lifting that arm up. Good. And I just want you to take a breath here and see if you feel anything happen in your rib cage over here. Breathe in and out. Good. You might get pins and needles in your arms already, but don't worry about that. I want you to lean over now, a bit like Jane Fonda in the 80s. Good. And I just want you to have a little pat and say hello to your beautiful rib cages. Rib cages? Yes, your collective rib cages. Stay there just while I let someone in. Keep going and take some nice breaths. See if you can feel as you inhale that rib cage moving and inflating. You might even feel it down here, but for now we're just saying hello to this rib. You're going to feel the burn. You're going to feel some ache. Stay with it. Really good. Good. And then let that patting and rubbing go. Take one more breath in and lift up. And then float that arm back down to the side for me. Good. Now good, I can see some of you shuffling around. Before we go on to the other side, can you feel any difference? I'm going to encourage you to be very mindful in our sessions and start to acknowledge the changes as we're going through. Like Lilo said, when you're speaking your native language, your mouth and everything is going to behave very differently than when you start to develop your British accent. So the more awareness we have on what we're doing, the greater our accent can be and the quicker we can chop and change between languages and our circumstances, right? So good. So just notice a difference. Your arm might feel heavier. You might notice your shoulders dropped a little bit. Can you see the difference in mine? Wow. Let's do the other side then. So feet further than hip width apart. We're going to lift up first of all. Hang out here for a little bit. Just get a bit of a vibe for this shape we're in. Take a nice deep breath. See if you can feel that rib expanding. No worries if you can't. There's no right or wrong. We're just feeling how that goes. And in your own time, lean over and be careful not to crush this rib we've just expanded. Think up and over, not just over and down. We're thinking up and over. And again, give yourself a nice little pat down here. Wake up those rib cages. Give it a little rub. Get your fingertips in between those bones. Get those intercostals saying hello. Taking some nice deep breaths. Yeah, good. And if you want to let that head hang heavy as well, you might feel a few little bones click or those muscles releasing. Very good. Should be feeling that burn as well, all that blood rushing into your shoulders. Stay with it. Really good. Well done, everyone. And let the patting and the rubbing go. Let that other arm hang heavy. Stay with it for one more breath. Breathe into that rib cage. Imagine it's expanding. And lift up and let that arm float down. Lovely. Again, can you feel any difference there, people? Can you? Probably. You might feel all that blood rushing down. Good. What we've done is we've encouraged that blood flow to start coming into our shoulders a little bit more. We've encouraged our rib cages to open up and inflate a little bit more. And as you practice this and do this more often, you'll feel that you become a little bit more elasticated down here. And it's really, really useful because certain sounds in the British accent require a little bit more oomph. And so the more aware of what we're doing from our diaphragm and down here can really help us stress certain words and really get out how we're feeling. It requires some engagement from down here. So that's what we're working on. Well done, everyone. Fabulous. Oh, love it. So we're just going to do a little stretch then in our necks as well, just because I know a lot of us work at computers all day and we end up doing this. So again, all of these exercises I'm giving you are fabulous to help unpick all of those habits that you get when you're working or lifting up kids all day. So we're just very, very simply, we're going to tilt our head to one side, ear to shoulder. And I want you to imagine that there's a little flower, excuse the mess, don't worry about that. There's a little flower on the floor and you want to pick up the flower. Or there's a little child pulling your hand, dragging you to go to the market. Good. And while you're here, I just want you to take some nice breaths for me. And as you breathe in, imagine you're inhaling into that neck. And on the exhale, you're releasing. Try not to force anything here. But again, we're just heightening that awareness. Breathing in, imagine sending the breath into that neck. And on the out breath, allowing it to release a little bit more. Good. And let that arm go, let that child drift away, that flower, you've picked it now. Just let your head hang there and very gently again, thinking up and over. Let's lift back to straight spine. Great. And again, can you feel a difference? Does it feel a bit more open? Maybe it feels tighter. I don't know what your body is feeling and thinking, but have a little awareness, a little check-in with yourself. It's really important to come back to neutral. I keep saying neutral because it's just a term that we use in actor training, but coming back to a neutral position so that you can then move forward and practice mindfully what needs to be practiced is a really good practice to have. Same again on the other side. Head to one side. Oh, this is my tight shoulder. And again, we'll imagine that we're picking a flower, or our dog is trying to drag us to, I don't know where the dog's dragging us to. Where's the dog dragging us to? Somewhere else. Good. Breathing in, inflating in that neck. Nice long out breath. Breathing in and out. Imagining releasing on the out breath. Good, everyone. Let the hand go. The dog's run off. Damn it. Stay there for one more breath. And in your own time, think up and over and come back to neutral. Maybe have another little wiggle, a little shake out, a little jump around perhaps. And look, of course, I know you're not going to do all of this stuff before an important work meeting or in an important work meeting or anything, but this sort of thing is really useful to help calm your nerves. It's really good to help you just feel confident in yourself and take up space in your body, okay? So again, if you have got big meetings at work or anything, or big Zooms that you need to be on, if you do some of these exercises, it's going to help ground you in your body and therefore in your voice. Okay, that's how we get gravitas. If we can own the room and own what we're saying. Okay, and I want all of that for all of you. Good. So well done, everyone. That's all we're going to do physically today. Week on week, we will do a little bit of a warm up, and it will vary each week, but we'll leave it there for now. So what we've done is a rib opener, and we've just done a very gentle neck opener. Okay, now we're going to work on our faces. So yes, if you want to take a seat, feel free. Make sure you're sat nice and upright, feet are nice and wide, you're rooted into that chair, nice posture, ready to work. Yes, we are going to do a very simple exercise called pucker and smiling. So we're going to pucker our lips like we're kissing someone. And then we're going to smile, like super wide smile, like cheesy Colgate advert, you know, toothpaste advert smile. Good. And stay there. Get your whole face involved. Let's look a little bit crazy together. Yeah, let's do it. Puckering again. Smiling. Pucker. Smiling. Yeah, let's do some big ones. Crazy clown faces. Good, pucker. Yeah, let's do angry puckering. We're trying to fit our face through a keyhole. Big smile. Pucker. Really feel all those muscles. Good. Good. Remember to breathe, by the way. You might have stopped breathing at this point. Good. Crazy face. Good. Let that go. Have a little shake off. Bit different, isn't it? We're going to do plenty of these weird and wonderful exercises. So again, we're all doing this together. I know it's a little bit silly, but you're doing really well already. Well done, everyone. Love seeing all of your crazy clown faces. Good. So we're going to do lion face, mouse face now, which is very similar, but we're going to add some sound now. So while we are starting to warm up, it's really important that we just introduce bits of sound with the movement that we're doing and include our breath in that, okay? Just to get creative with what we're doing with our voice. If we've spoken a certain way for most of our life, we're going to have a lot of habits to do that. But as British people, from my experience, and as someone who is a storyteller as a profession, we have so many different ways that we can communicate. And in England, we stress things differently depending on how we're feeling. And so what I'm going to try and encourage you to do when we're introducing the sounds is not worry about how you sound, which is really hard, right? You've come here to learn how to sound more British, and we need to judge the sound. Of course we do. But at this point, when we're warming up, we're just saying, oh, I didn't know my voice was capable of that. Oh, I've never made that sound before. Oh, isn't that interesting? We're just trying to wake up and discover new ways of communicating and exploring our voices, okay? So we're going to do a pucker, and imagine we're a little mouse, and we're just going to do a little sound like a little mouse. Just make some sort of creative sound as we do our little pucker. Ooh, ooh, maybe no. Good, get that. You're getting that face through a keyhole. You're a mouse. You're trying to get through that little hole and get that cheese. Oh, go on. Yeah, good, everyone. Lovely. You beautiful mouses. And then a big wide lion face now. So let's think, let's just do a nice sound if you're able to. Hopefully no kids are napping. Yeah, you might get some licks off the dog. They're like, you're finally with me. I'm back to being a little mouse. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Beautiful, everyone. Good. And if you're feeling it in your body and you stood up, well done. I can see who's that. Salter. Yes, yes, yes. Hello. Good work. Ah, lion face. Ah, little mouse face. Ooh. Ooh, and when you're a lion, you're king of the desert. Ah, do lions live in the desert? What am I talking about? Ah, nicely done. Good. And finally, a little mouse. Ooh, I lied. Let's do one more lion. Ah, good. And let that exercise go. Well done, everyone. So again, we're just building little extras into some of the exercises. And as we go week on week, we will add, and I will change these up, but I do want to go through most of them today for you. So you will feel like you've had a gym session for your face by the end of this, I'm sure. Good. So now we're going to do something called tongue boot camp. Yes, sounds intense. It is a little bit. What we're going to do is with the tip of our tongue, we're just going to circle behind our lips like so. Simple as that. I'm going to ask for us, first of all, we're going to do 4 in one direction, 4 in the other direction, and then we're going to count down. Do 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so in your own time, keep breathing. We're just waking up that tongue. I am promising you now, you will probably feel an ache in the back of your neck or under here. It's fine. It should feel like effort. So just have a little go for me and really remember to breathe as well. Good. No rush. Well done, everyone. Good. No one's cutting corners. That's what I like to see. Good job. Good. Finish whenever you're finished. Lovely. Well done, everyone. Can anyone feel that work happening? Can everyone feel a bit of it? It's amazing, isn't it? So our tongue is a massive muscle. It goes right down our throat. It's huge and it's so complicated. Like all the crazy things our tongues can do, right? Like they're ridiculously brilliant muscles. We forget how much we use them all the time to eat, to speak, to breathe. They can help us with everything. So doing that little tongue circle exercise, if you feel it really aches, that's a sign you're probably carrying a little bit of tongue tension. So it's a really good way to loosen it up. Every single day at drama school, we would do that from 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5. We would count down that much. It's going to ache. It's fine. Just keep working on it. It will strengthen your tongue and release any tension, which will help your sound vibrate further and help your voice carry further as well. So if you have got a bit of if you're worried about that as well, all these release exercises will help you project better in your voice. So good. Well done, everyone. Now we're going to do a tongue hook. This one's a little bit weird. They're all a bit weird. I keep saying that. I want you to imagine there's a hook on the tip of your tongue, a bit like a fish that's just been caught. How sad. I want you to imagine we're going to have that hook in our tongue and we're going to pull it out like that. And we've got a bit of string. We're pulling that tongue and we're going to, on the breath, imagine we're a little fish that's caught like this. And I want you to do the hands for me. Imagine you're pulling it out. Ah, good, everyone. Well done. And then they're going to go up high. Up to the sky. Remember to breathe. Good. And down. And as you're pulling down, use that out breath. Almost like you're going up high. Up high. Up high. Excellent, everyone. I'm loving your commitment. Fantastic. Now we're going to add a little bit of sound. So whatever comes out, follow my lead. Ah. 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 This is so weird. I love it. Ah. Up higher. Ah. Good, and let that go. Well done. Oh, I love it. Well done, everyone. Fantastic. So again, what we're doing, we're stretching that tongue out in every direction, and we're doing it in a playful way. We're making it active. We're moving our body. We're introducing sound as well. The sound started to change. Do you see how it changed depending on my tongue and what we were doing, right? So again, we're just reigniting or reintroducing our natural way of changing our voice when we do something different with our tongue. So well done, everyone. Fantastic effort. Let's do a little jaw release now. So jaw tension is something that a lot of us struggle with. When I get it when I'm typing away something on my computer, a newsletter or something, I just start gritting my teeth together and all of a sudden I'm really tense. So a jaw release, using these meaty parts of our hands, and nice and upright for me, everyone. Try and sit nice and tall. I want you to just massage your temples a little and release that jaw. Just imagine you've been to the dentist and you've been numbed. Can't feel your face, can't feel your tongue, everything's heavy. And using those meaty bits of your hand, just down the jawline, on the out breath, allow that jaw to hang heavy. And then just stay there for a bit. Good. And then we'll come back again. Use the out breath. And then again, stay there again. Good. One more time. Oh, nice and release. Good. And stay there. Nice and floppy. Excellent, everyone. And you can let that exercise go. Well done. So that's a very simple jaw release exercise. I keep saying use the out breath, don't I? I want you to associate breathing out with releasing tension. It's a natural thing we do, right? If we need to relax, we take a deep breath usually. It's a really important thing to do. So when you're learning your new British accent and you're working on things and you're getting frustrated, stop, take a breath, release your jaw wherever you're carrying tension in your neck and come back from neutral, okay? Well done, everyone. Now we're going to do a tongue massage. So using the tips of your thumb, I want you to just reintroduce yourself to that jaw release we just did. So let's hang heavy again. Let the jaw hang heavy. Very gently, I want you to poke underneath. It might feel really tight again. This is your tongue down here. Gently massage underneath. Give yourself a little prod. Nothing too aggressive, nice and gentle. Might feel weird. First time I did this, I was like, this is disgusting, I can't do it. Which was a sign I needed to do more of it. So good, everyone. Just saying hello, waking it up. Good. Remember to breathe. Good, and let that go. Well done. Lovely. Fantastic work, everybody. That was just a little way to release the muscles under here. Again, you can do that at any point in your life if you're feeling you're a bit tense or anything. It's just a good way to release that tongue tension a little bit more, especially after stretching it and working it. Fantastic. Well done. So let's carry on then. We're going to do a bit more of a vocal warm-up. So we're going to start with a siren. So we've woken up our voice a little bit, haven't we? We've introduced some sounds to the shapes that we're making and the weird characters of a mouse and a lion and a fish hook. You know, we've been getting a bit weird and creative with that, which is great. Now we're just going to do something a little bit simpler and wake up those vocal folds a little bit more. Our vocal folds are these tiny little muscles that produce all the sound that we create. It's really important that we wake them up appropriately in the morning. So if you find that you do have a bit of a creak in the morning, or you are a bit like you feel tired after a long day at work vocally, this is a really great exercise to get back to neutral vocally and be kind. Give your vocal folds a little massage. We can't get our fingers in there and do it, unfortunately, so this is a great way. So it's called sirening. All we're going to do is make the sound like at the end of sing, that NG sound we call it. So it's very simple. So like at the end of sing, if you all say sing, you'll see or feel, sorry, that the back of your tongue lifts a little bit, and the sound maybe will feel a little bit nasal. Sing, And what I want you to do is just practice playing around with the pitch variation on that sound, on that shape. So I'll just demonstrate. Hopefully you can hear me. Sing. Can you hear that? No, it's a bit tricky on Zoom sometimes. Good, thank you. Sing. And we're not going too high into like, you know, operatic vocal ranges and too low. We're just bobbing around a happy neutral place. Okay, so just have a little play around with that in your own time. It should be a very quiet sound, gentle. It shouldn't feel like hard work. And again, just be aware if you are leaning on a desk or anything like this, try and come to neutral for me as if you're sat upright. Really good. It will just help make with your alignment so you don't start doing all this business when you're trying to do your British accent. Good, everyone. Let's have another go. Sing. Take a breath when you need to. Sing. I'm putting my hand here because I can feel some vibration here and I find that really interesting. So have a little play around, see if you can sing. You feel maybe a certain pitch, a little bit of vibration here. Maybe you feel some vibration up here. I don't know. Just explore how it feels to make that very simple sound at different pitches. Sing. And just say sing again if you find that you're losing it. Sing. Sing. Good, everyone. You might even feel like you're a bit out of breath when I do it. I feel quite out of breath. It's because we don't need that much airflow to do it. So we take these big gasps of air, but actually we don't need a lot of air to pass through our vocal folds to make a nice sound. Anyway, everyone clear on that one? The sirening? Well done. Good. Now we're going to do something similar. So we're going to set up that NG sound, but what we're going to do is we're going to close the lips this time and just make it into a simple hum. So we're going to start on sing, sing, and then we're just going to close the lips, sing, and just play around with the pitch. You should feel, obviously, with your lips shut, that the vibration is getting caught a little bit more. You might feel a bit of a buzz or a tingle. That's fine. Just notice those vibrations. They're going to be really helpful when we're talking about energy and interrupting with certain fricative sounds that we're going to learn to make. Okay, so good. Just have a play around. Nice and creative, nice and easy. Maybe think, I'm eating a lovely bit of ice cream or chocolate, or a nice beer at the end of the day. I'm on holiday. Enjoy making this sound. It's a nice one to play around with, this nice hum. Good. Is that feeling nice for everyone? Good. Well done. Now we've said hello to our lovely voices. We're going to introduce some articulation now, and we are going to jump straight into my favorite exercise of all of them. And I can see some familiar faces from last time. So, you know, I love this one. This is called chopping board. So with this one, I am going to encourage you to get up on your feet if you can. If you can't, that's fine. But I want you to sit nice and wide and get in your body and your shoulders a little bit more. So again, back on your feet. Well done, everyone. This is a simple articulation exercise that I love to do. It's really good in a group setting, and it's just a call and response exercise. So I'm going to say something and do something, and I just simply want you to copy it back to me as best you can. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to use consonant sounds and pretend that we're chopping them up on a chopping board. So you can pretend you've got a little knife. You might want to chop with your hands like a karate chop. It's fine. I'll demonstrate. Let's use the consonant sound B. I'm going to go ba 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 ba, and you're going to go, you're all doing it, yeah, ba 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 ba, back. Then I might change the vowel sound that follows that B, just to keep you on your toes, like this. B, 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 B. I couldn't think of another vowel sound. There's only 5. Come on, Pippa. Good. B, 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 B. Lovely. And really imagine that's a lovely big wooden chopping board. This is your kitchen. You are the chef of all chefs, and you are chopping that consonant carrot with extra brilliant precision, okay? Ba, 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 ba. Good. B, 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 B. Da, 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 da. Change it to a D. Do, 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 do. Good. Those were little warm-up ones. Does everyone get that? Any questions on that? Good. Well done. So because it can be a little bit tricky on Zoom, I'm just going to really quickly in the chat. Where's the chat function gone? Oh, where are you? There it is. I'm going to really quickly just add the consonant sounds that we're going to do in the order we're going to do them. Okay, so we're going to start with a T, then a D, then a K, then a G, then a P, then a B, then a V. Okay, so I'm going to change the vowel sounds after it every time. So do listen as best you can, and really commit to making these sounds and enjoying getting your body involved and the rhythm that we develop. Okay, we'll start relatively slow. Are you ready? Chefs, assemble. Let's do this. Ta 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 ta. Ta 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 ta. Ready for a curveball? Ta 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 ta. Good. So we'll do 2 short ones, then 1 longer one. Okay, let's do that again. T T T T. 2 2 2 2. Ta 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 ta. Excellent. Well done. Is everyone okay with this so far? Wonderful. And really let your body flow with this. We're one of those like fancy chefs where it's all like really easy and cool, like a Muppet, yeah? So let's carry on. We'll move on to the next vowel sound then. Da, 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 da. D, 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 D. Do, 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 do. Good. Well done, everyone. Next one is K. Ka, 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 ka. Ki, 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 ki. Ku, 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 ku. Well done. Ga, 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 ga. Gi, 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 gi. Goo, 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 goo. We're chopping a P. P, 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 P. Tiny sound. Yeah, good. Well done. So copy, if maybe we're chopping a tiny little thing, maybe we're chopping a big loaf of bread. We'll see what happens on the next one. We're on B. I think we're going to chop a baguette now. Ba, 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 ba. B, 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 B. Boo, 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 boo. Va, 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 va. Vi, 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 vi. Vou, 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 vou. Well done, everyone. We got through them all. It's so silly, but I love it. I love becoming a chef of articulation. Well done, everybody. So as you'll notice, we were doing 3 vowel sounds in particular. Da, D, and do. Da, jaw release. D, a little bit wider and a high tongue at the back. Do, lip rounding. You'll find that some of the consonants are harder to do depending on the vowel that follows it. For example, poo, 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 poo is quite hard because to make the oo sound, we need to keep our lips here, but to make the P, it's a P sound, pa, pa, pa. It requires a little bit more of a explosion. So this is really good practice, again, mixing it up and trying different ways to get consonants and vowel sounds into our bodies without judging ourselves too harshly about the sound. I'm getting you to look like a silly chef because it's silly and you don't really care by the end of it. You're just having fun, I hope. Anyway, so let's have another little go. Get back up on your feet. We'll do that a little bit more because it's really, really useful. I'm also going to add some other vowel sounds in there just to mix it up. I'm just having a quick look at my keyboard. Yeah, S as well. And let's add a J in there. So I'm just pop some more in there, but I'm going to mix it up. So really listen and really look for the vowel sound that follows it. I know on Zoom, sometimes the sound might cut out. Regardless, you should be able to tell what vowel sound I'm making, whether or not I'm going E, or oo. Yeah? Does that make sense, everyone? I'm giving you a lot of information. You're all doing really, really well. Keep with me. Let's do it. We'll go from the top again and I'll mix it up. Let's start with the D this time. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. D, 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 D. Pa, 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 pa. Pa, 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 pa. Pa, 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 pa. We did all R's there. Oh, sneaky. G, 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 G. It's a G. G, 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 G. Goo, 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 goo. B, 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 B. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. M. Ma, 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 ma. Me, 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 me. Moo, 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 moo. N now for November. Na, 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 na. Nu, 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 nu. Ni, 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 ni. La, 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 la. Li, 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 li. Lu, 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 lu. Well done, everyone. Good copying. Sa, 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 sa. Si, 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 si. Su, 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 su. Ja, 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 ja. Ji, 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 ji. Jou, 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 jou. Well done, fantastic. Take a seat, take a load off. Have a little rest after all of that energy you were expelling as a beautiful chef, articulation chef. That was fantastic. Well done for diving in and copying me. I can see some of you are being very precise with your copying, which was great to see. Again, this is just a way to free ourselves up a little bit and see how certain sounds, I don't know if you noticed, especially at the end there, jou, 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 jou. Oh, I became like a French chef. Oh, I loved it. Like a little character was coming out a little bit, right? We will talk about characters and our personalities in my sessions and how that's going to influence how we sound in our British accent. Everyone is different. Everyone's got different life experiences. And so some people might articulate themselves very differently in different situations to somebody else who's lived a very different life. So I'm really excited to start seeing, as you start developing your British accents, your true British voice come through. That's something I'm really passionate about doing. We don't want you all to sound like the Queen, because you've not all had Queen upbringing, have you? No, we're all individual. We want to make sure that we're staying true to ourselves and discovering more of who we are in our British accent so that we can communicate as effectively as we'd like to. Well done, everybody. That was fantastic. So now what we are going to do is something very similar. This is a really useful exercise, which I never really touched on last time too much. I'm just going to copy and paste it into the chat. I do use the chat function a little bit, so it's quite good to be on a laptop for these sessions. I hope you can all see it. So similar to the consonant chopping boards we've just done, I want us to do, this is like, it's all food related with me. I love eating, can't you tell? What we're going to do is a bit like a spreading the butter on a bit of toast. I want you to imagine that when we're doing this exercise. Stick with me here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 consonant sounds. So P, T, and K, first of all. And then we're going to take, let's start there first of all. Sorry, I was about to move on to the other one. What we're going to do very simply is make a P sound, then a T sound, and then a K sound. So do that in your own time. Just follow the consonants that you see in the chat. P, T, K. Do it one more time. P, T, K. And don't worry about adding too much voice to the vowel sound afterwards for now. It can be a bit of a whisper. P, T. Just on a breathy kind of sound, okay? Have you all done that? Can you feel that the connection is starting at the lips? P. Then the T sound is coming in at the tongue here. T. And then the K, where's the K coming from? Back of the throat. So we're going. So my finger, I'm telling you where the sound is kind of exploding from. Does that make sense? Yeah? Interesting, isn't it? We don't think about these things. Brilliant. Good. And then we're going to reverse it and go K, T, P. So just do that in your own time and imagine, feel that tongue connection. Can you all hear me when I'm making those sounds, by the way? I'm worried that the Zoom, oh, good. Okay, good. And then what we're going to do is very simply, like butter, go between each direction. So we'll start at the lips, go to the back of the throat, then back to the throat, to the lips. I'll demonstrate. Have a little listen and watch first of all. Yeah, makes sense? Do it in your own time or with me. We'll do it a few times through and don't rush. Take your time. Oh, I did it wrong. Let's start again. I was like, we'll start with a P. One more. Well done. Did you all feel that? Yeah? Interesting, isn't it? And we're doing it that slow to begin with, okay? We can't run before we can walk. We will get to a point where we're going and we can do it super fast, but we don't need to do that just yet. I really want you to have a mindful awareness of what you're doing so that you can change it on demand when we ask you to, okay? So well done, everybody. And the reason we started with those sounds, they are all what we call voiceless sounds. Forgive me if I'm teaching you to suck eggs, as it were. That's a British phrase for you there. I don't know if Lilo's kind of covered that, but that is a voiceless sound. Can you hear how we're actually saying it on a whisper? It's actually, there's no vocal fold interaction there. There's a voiced version, which I'll just quickly pop up. So the voiced version of P is a B. The voiced version of a T is a D. And the voiced version of a K is a G. B, D, G. G, D, B. Do you see? Does that make sense, everyone? I know we're going into a lot of depth to begin with. Stick with it. You're all doing really, really well. We'll get to more fun stuff and tongue twisters in a moment, okay? So really, really well done. Let's have another little go. Same sort of thing on voice. So we're using the B, D, and G sounds as rhythmically and staccato as I've just done with you, like a march. Let's all do it together. So we're going to very simply go B, D, G, G, D, B. Again, B, D, G, G, D, B. Again, B, D, G, G, D, B. Everyone do it? Everyone manage it? Yeah, I love this exercise. It's so useful. And what you can do is swap between them and just practice like a bread and butter, like we were starting to do, is speed it up and use, you know, your body as like a little like that's what we're going to be starting to do and keep going. So keep practicing, but don't rush it for now. I know you're going to be really tempted to be like, stop, hold fire, and make sure you come back to keeping it slow and precise for now. Precision will always win. Well done, everyone. That was, I love that. I love that so much. In fact, let me just copy and paste it. It might be worth, if you want to keep like copying and pasting some of the stuff from the chat just for your records and your own notes on your notebook or whatever. That's just a really good thing to do. Lovely. Right, that's it for warm-up. Okay, I say that, let's just take a little breath. Let's come back to neutral, have a little shake off of all those exercises. I've given you lots of information and got you thinking very differently. Have a little shake for me. Good. Take a nice deep breath and a nice out breath. Good. One more time. Well done. Good. Let's get to tongue twisters, shall we? So I'm going to copy some tongue twisters into the chat and we're going to go through them together. I'm going to read them all out and we're going to say them all together. And then what we're going to do is individually, if you would like to, you don't have to, but what are you here for if you're not going to get involved? I would love for you to do it on your own and we can have a little listen and yeah, I can give you some pointers and tips and see where you're struggling and where you're doing well at as well. Sound good? Excellent. So let's have a little go. I'll read them. Don't unmute for now. I'll just read them out and in your own time, in your own space, we'll say them together. So let's go. Tip, top, clip, clop. Good. I saw that. What? I cannot copy any shot. It looks forbidden. It's forbidden? That's quite dramatic, isn't it?
I copied.
You can? How strange. You should be able to. I can always put them in the chat. Oh, in fact, I could do that now, really, actually, couldn't I? Oh, I haven't synced my MacBook to my phone. Afterwards, I'll send them in the Telegram chat, yeah? That everyone's on that, aren't they? I'll do it then, but for now, if you can see it, that's fine. If you're not on the Telegram, we can email it to you. We'll figure it out. Okay, just ask. I'll put my email out and you can contact me if you need to. Good. So with tongue twisters as well, because I could see some of you tip, top, clip, clop. What's this? Tip, top. Can't be bothered. We've just done so much articulation waking everything up. When we do tongue twisters, I want the same level of precision and effort and exaggeration almost, okay? This is an exercise. We're not saying this in real life. I would never go to my mum, oh, that was tip top clip clop, wasn't it, mother? No, this is a tongue twister. We're going to heighten it a little bit, and we're here to look a little bit silly and try a little bit harder to get everything working. So let's try again. Tip top clip clop. Yeah, make it big, make it silly. Nice one. The wind sings in my ears. Good, one more time. The wind sings in my ears. That was a random one I made up. Thin sticks, thick bricks. Well done, everyone. Thin sticks, thick bricks. We're going to do that one more time as well. And I just want you to really pay attention to isolating almost every letter you see in that word. And when we say thin and thick, I want you to really feel the resistance, that airflow trying to fight its way through your tongue and your teeth. It should engage all of this, which we've woken up already this morning by having a little wiggle, okay? So really let that airflow feel trapped before you finish the word. I'll demonstrate again. Thin sticks, thick bricks. Really get it out for me. Good. Good. Well done, everyone. Red leather, yellow leather. Fantastic. One more time. Red leather, yellow leather. Good. Excellent effort. I can see you're really using your muscles well. Good work. Keep it up. This is a good workout for you. If I bit the kipper, you say that bit first. The kipper would hit me. Well done, everyone. If I bit the kipper, the kipper would hit me. Fantastic. I sleep on the cheap sheep. I sleep on the cheap sheep. Well done, everyone. This was one from before. I'm sure some of you will remember it. He threw 3 free throws. Well done. One more time. He threw 3 free throws. I scream, you scream. Do that bit first. We all scream for ice cream. Yeah, good. Good stamina, everyone. Don't get tired now. Keep going. Keep really articulating. We'll do that one more time. I'll do it all the way through this time. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Yeah, I'll go through individually in a moment. Lilo, is that okay? Or do you want to let me know? Let's just do one more, that last one. I just keep eating and eating. I just keep eating and eating. Like I said, my sessions often revolve around food. Well done, everyone. So what we'll do is we'll go down individually. If everybody wants to pick a tongue twister or a couple of them, we can go around individually. Even if I'm not working on you, watch and listen. It's so brilliant to watch and learn from each other. And you might pick up and, well, you will learn more as well from watching each other. So do pay attention with your notebooks and whatnot. Who wants to be, great, thanks, Lilo. Who wants to be first? Come on. Who's it? Oh, I saw her hand. I saw her hand. Who have we got? Regina.
Yeah,
Regina
hello.
Galeva?
Yeah, I'm here. Yep.
Yay, fantastic. So do you want to pick a tongue twister and give it a go for me? Or do all of them? I don't mind. Well,
The
few.
first or any?
Any that you think you want to work on the most.
I guess this one. He threw three throws.
Fantastic. Give it another go for me.
This one again?
Yeah.
He threw three throws.
Lovely. Good. I'm going to ask you to make it even more of a tongue twister and less of a sentence. Does that make sense? Don't try and make sense of it for now. I really want you to pick out every single sound that you're having to make and shape that you're having to make and give me maximum muscularity on that.
Okay. He threw three throws.
Better. Good. You are really getting the placement in, the shape in before committing to the sound and making it happen. Fantastic. Through. That through, I'll type it in the chat. We're almost saying throw. It's through in past tense, okay? So give me that again. Through.
Throw.
Interesting. Okay, good. The R sound. Do you know what's happening to your tongue when you make the R sound?
Not exactly.
Great, brilliant. So what happens usually, well, in a British accent, we are lifting the tip of the tongue and flicking it back. So if my hand is the tongue, I'm going to lift it up through. That's what my tongue is doing. It's that kind of flicking action. Roo. Can you just say roo for me?
Row.
Interesting. We're getting row.
Yeah, but
Roo. Go ooh. Ooh, that's what we need in through. Ooh, that was good. Ooh, good bit of cake. Ooh, like that. Good, well done. Roo. And now let's try and add a little bit more of a roo on the beginning of there. So take your time. Roo. Don't worry about the TH. We're just saying roo, like I'm walking into the room. Say that for me. Room. Room. Okay. What I'm seeing is, it's so interesting, isn't it? These little tiny changes make all the difference in how we sound. So what I think is happening, room. I think we're kind of thinking, so I talk a lot about energy when I'm going through articulation. What I'm seeing a little bit is like you're kind of coming down and forward like this. I want you to energetically think a little bit more straight ahead. Room, not room. Can you see what I'm doing? Try it for me. Better. Did everyone hear and see that difference? Good. So let's try and think we're walking straight ahead and we're not going through, even though throwing is a kind of up and down action. I want you to fight that for me and think room. So let's go roo. Better. Good. And I can see your jaw moving differently as well. Fantastic. Now let's try really slowly introduce that TH. So it's a voiceless sound. Ooh. Can you do that for me? One more time. Through. Through. Forward and up. Better. Good. Get in there. The room. Say room for me. The room.
Room.
Interesting. Adding that M, we're coming down again. Okay. Through. One more time. Let's go. Remember the straight and narrow. We're going ahead. Roo, roo, roo.
Room. Room. Room.
Close. Lift the lips a little. Roo, roo, roo. Let's be happy about it.
Room. 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 Room.
Good, well done. This is so tricky, isn't it? These tiny little changes and like thinking and having all this awareness about how we speak all of a sudden. You're doing really, really well. Let's try he threw. Repeat after me. He threw.
He threw.
He threw.
He threw.
Good. Yes. Can you see what you changed then? You made more lip rounding. Commit to the lip rounding for me. He threw.
He threw.
The reason I'm trying to get you to say both of those words now already, just squashed together, is because he, see what I'm doing? He, wide, high tongue, through. I'm making you do, oh, a bit like lemon face, lion face, mouse face we did earlier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Getting these working more, okay? He, through.
He threw.
Good. And let's really clip that sound off. He, through.
He threw.
Better. So again, do you see how just these little changes have totally changed how you're saying it? And now you're kind of getting it. All these little things. So well done. Let's try it again. All of it now. Really focus on everything you've just worked on. I know it's quite tricky because I'm giving you more to work on. But let's say he threw 3 free throws.
He threw 3 free throws.
Fantastic. Well done. Now I'm going to give you permission to make it sound a little bit more natural and just say it for me. He threw, I mean, you can keep it quite staccato because I think that's helped you just then. But let's just say it not as a tongue twister. Actually, tell me now in your British accent how many free throws he threw.
He threw 3 free throws.
Good. Well done. Loads of effort there. That was fantastic. Really, really good. I would say just keep working on following through with the full lip rounding, but not half-arsing. Not that you are, but you know, really follow through a little bit more with that, especially when you're doing it as a tongue twister. We're building dexterity and strength in these muscles. Okay, that was fantastic effort and well done for going first. Yeah, love it. Is it Regina or Regina, or am I saying it totally wrong? Regina. Fabulous. Good. Well done. And then next up, let's carry on. Natalia. Hey, girl. I remember you. Let me remove my pin. There you are. Oh, no. I had you. Now I've lost you. There you are. What do you want to work on?
About sleeping.
Okay, go for it.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
One more time.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Do it again. Really more muscularity for me. And let's make it even more, I keep saying staccato. I think that's helping because it's a nice long E sound. I sleep, I think you're exaggerating it a little bit too much at this point. I know it's a tongue twister, but for now, I sleep on the cheap sleep. Let's make it as clipped as that. Give it another go.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Good. Let's make it even more rhythmic. I sleep on the cheap sheep, like a metronome.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Good. Well done. Lovely. I'm going to get you to say it one more time for me, Natalia. One more time, really articulated, that staccato, just so I can watch what you're doing even more.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Good, excellent. So, cheap, sheep. They require us to purse our lips a little bit. Sh, 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 ch, 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 sh, sh, sh. That makes it really hard to go like this. Because we've got to go cheap, yeah?
Sheep.
Excellent. So I think what maybe was happening there is that your tongue was having to get more involved because your lips are more restricted because you're making a different consonant cluster at the beginning of the E sound. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So much jargon. So really focus on that for me, because again, it's not, when I say like cutting corners, I know you're not cutting corners, you're trying to, you know, you're doing it, but it's really important to start noticing what you're compensating for on different sounds, so and different shapes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Yeah, so give it another go, the whole sentence for me, and really try and remember that to keep the ch sound, but really commit. How else can you make it the word it is, which is cheap, sheep? Yeah, give it another go.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Excellent, good. So cheap sheep, you were bringing it wider. Cheap sheep. The consonants and the vowel sounds are in an order, right? So if we just follow that order, we'll get there. And that was much more muscular, and yeah, had more dexterity that time because you were changing shape. You weren't just sticking with the beginning one. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, fantastic. Say it one more time for me.
Cheap sheep.
The whole sentence.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Excellent, fantastic. Now tell me like it is an actual sentence that you're telling me about this cheap sheep that you're sleeping on.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
One more time.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Good. I'm going to push Natalia a little bit further because I've worked with her before on another cohort. The stress that you're using, and this is useful for you all to listen to, start planting that seed to think of these things. Yes, this is a tongue twister. No, it doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to get you to start thinking now about how to make it make sense. The stress that you're giving me there, Natalia, is I sleep on the cheap sheep. It's a bit weird to sleep on a cheap sheep though, isn't it? You don't sleep on a sheep usually. So can we stress something else rather than the I? Because that's what's making it sound foreign to my ear, is that the I is a little bit too dramatically emphasized when really, I don't think that is what you would emphasize in the sentence. Does that make sense, everyone?
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah. So give it another go. Let's chill out on the I. You can make that sound, no problems. I know you can. Let's try and stress something else to make the sentence make more sense to me.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Good, well done. Do you hear that? I sleep on the cheap sheep as opposed to I sleep on the cheap sheep. Yeah, totally
Yeah.
different things. You're stressing the I or the
Absolutely different.
totally different. Well done. Next thing I want you to give to work on, we'll move on from that because you did it. Ch and sh, they're sounding quite similar for me. I sleep on the ch cheap. Do that for me. Ch cheap.
Cheap.
And sh sheep.
Sheep.
Good. Cheap. Sh sheep. Do that for me.
Cheap. Sheep.
Good. Better. Can you feel the difference in those two sounds?
Of course.
Of course I can. Cha. Yeah. Not sha. So again, cha. It's got a bit more voice behind it. Sh is a whisper. We don't have to involve the vocal folds. Yeah. Can you all hear that difference in that sound? Cha.
Yeah, I hear it.
And on the sh, can you feel a bit more of a diaphragmatic, oh gosh, the mess in my house. Please forgive me, everyone. Can you feel more of a sh?
Yeah, I feel
So
it.
I'll just, yeah, sh. The breath starts here. Can you all see the movement in my abdomen when I'm doing that? Sh. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Cha. Requires some effort down here, but not as much. Cha. It's a bit more here. Cha. But the sh, because it's a voiceless sound, it requires more diaphragmatic oomph to make the sound even be heard in the first place. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Good. So what I was getting, just for all of your references, what I was getting Natalia to do then was just repeat, like the chopping board. Ka, da, cha. Sh. Do that for me. Use the chopping board, Natalia. Shh. Like you're telling me to be quiet. Good. And then cha. More fun.
Cha.
Excellent. Good. I sleep on the cheap sheep.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Much more differentiation between those two sounds now. Those two consonant clusters. Well done.
Thank you.
Lovely. Fabulous work. So good. Any questions on that, Natalia?
No
No.
question.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Regina, I totally forgot to ask you if you had any questions at the end. I'll always ask if you've got any questions at the end of your little section. I didn't
No,
know
no,
you had.
no, thanks.
All right, you're welcome. If anything crops up, just put it in the chat, okay, as we're going, and I'll try and answer them as we go. Next up, Paulina. Hey, girl.
Hi.
Hi, what do you want to work on?
Let's work on red leather, yellow leather.
Fantastic. Repeat it for me.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Good. Let's really try and focus on, let's remember it's a tongue twister for now. We're not trying to make it natural. That the sound. I really want to really see if you can let the breath, the engage a little bit more. Feel that resistance as you make the sound before you release the air. That makes sense?
I guess, yes.
It makes sense, but it's hard to do, isn't it? You're like, what? Give it another go. Really concentrate on each sound individually in more detail for me.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Fantastic. Really good. One more time.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Lovely. Really, really good. What was that face for?
One more
You-
time.
Yeah. You were like, oh, did that feel like hard work?
No, because I'm really concentrated on how, yeah.
I'm really glad you said that. This requires so much concentration. This isn't something that's habitually, you've habitually picked up since you've been taught to speak that certain way, right? So it's going to require that level of mental commitment and like really focusing. And well done, because it was improving every time you did it. And I just want to pick up that time you just did when you said red, you did this red, you really held the r sound, and it was really nice to see. Really good muscularity, so well done. I want you to give it another go for me, and like you did then, and you corrected yourself, you went red leather and then you went red, you hit the D harder the second time. I want the same throughout the whole thing. Take your time. If you need to take a breath after every word, I don't care. Really take your time at getting each little bit in a little bit more for me. Red leather, yellow leather. That's slow. Another go.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Fantastic. Well done. Good effort. It's exhausting, Paulina. You're doing a fantastic job. Is it Paulina or Paulina actually?
Paulina, yes, it was
Paulina. Great, lovely.
So
Let's
this the and after the leather.
Yeah. So leather sometimes can be said leather. Do you have leather in your shop? I would say leather. So it's more of a sound rather than a sound. Can you hear the difference? Leather, leather, red leather, yellow leather. I wouldn't say. I would say red leather, yellow leather. That's more of a southern kind. Pardon?
Leather.
Yeah, like a sound. So this is something I have noticed actually working with Lilo students before. Just because it is written ER, we think it should be an sound usually, or a together, like something like that. It's quite American actually almost. Sometimes it is more of a, instead of a, let me just put it in the chat. I won't write it phonetically, but I'll just write it how it's written sometimes. Sounds like So more of a, less of a see what I'm doing with my mouth? And more of a which I know Lilo's talked about with you guys already. This like simple release of the jaw and the tongue being in quite a neutral position. That's nice. Leather. Good. So try and get for me, let's try and make the sound. So let's just say leather, leather, leather for me now.
Leather, leather, leather.
Fantastic. Good. The first one was the strongest, and then we kind of faded a little bit, but fantastic effort. Again, this is just because it's taken practice. Try and slow it down again. Leather. Oh, excuse me. Leather, leather, leather.
Leather, leather, leather.
Fantastic. What's so good about this word as well is it requires the tongue to lift twice and then to drop for the sound. Leather, leather. There's two tongue engagements there, and then we need it to release. So it's quite hard. So it's interesting, actually, that first time you did it, the tongue couldn't quite release as I wanted it to, but it's probably because it was practicing lifting so much in a different way. Fantastic. Yellow.
Yellow.
Better. First few times you
Yellow.
did it, we weren't really committing to that O, lip rounding. O, again, really helpful while all these silly lion mouse face exercises come in handy. Pucker smiling. We're really practicing. We're not just puckering like this. We're not a fish. We're going to pucker. We're trying to kiss someone that we really love. You know, like a kid. I really want to kiss you. Really good practice. Okay, so really commit to that lip rounding on yellow. Wide round. One more time.
Yellow.
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 My lovely yellow t-shirt.
My lovely yellow t-shirt.
Brilliant. Well done. Threw that at you. You handled it like a pro. Let's give it another go. Red leather, yellow leather. Still as a tongue twister.
1 minute, sorry.
Who's
I
that?
have a baby girl. Red leather, yellow leather.
Better. Good. Well done. And now just tell me about this red leather and this yellow leather. Let's make it a bit more natural, just for fun.
Red leather, yellow leather.
One more time.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Yeah, really, really good. I'm going to leave it there for you now, Paulina, but really, really good. Just focus on that lip rounding. And I think what might be good for you, we didn't all do this, but it's something we can all do now, just as part of a warm-up, is just a little tongue, a few flicks of the tongue up, like touching the hard palate and tapping it, not like just flapping it. I want you to tap, almost like you're trying to push the roof of your mouth a little bit with the tip of your tongue, and then release. 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 Can you all see that and all manage that okay? Yeah? Just to get that strength up in the tongue a little bit more, but also be able to access the release as soon as we need it. We need to, we can do all the work if we want to, but if it becomes tension and too tight, we can't release and make the sounds that we need to when we need our muscles to chill out a little bit. Yeah, does that make sense? Fantastic, really good job. Make sure you copy all of them and keep practicing all of them, but that was fantastic. You're really taking on the notes on board, so well done. Who's next? Olga.
Hello, I want to take the Pippa one.
Okay, say it for me.
Okay, I'm trying. If I bit the Pippa would hit me.
Fantastic, making sense of it for sure. I want tongue twister town, please, Olga. I want you to make this really over articulate. You would never say it in conversation like this to someone, but I want that muscularity and dexterity present, please. Give it another go.
If I bit the Pippa would hit me.
Better, really, really good. Let's even slow that beginning down even more. If I bit the Pippa, say that for me.
If I bit the Pippa
would hit me.
The Pippa would hit me.
Fantastic. I'm really glad you picked this one. That was much, well, I mean, I don't want to say it was better or worse, but it was stronger that time in terms of articulation, which is exactly what I wanted to see, Olga. So fantastic. Thank you for doing exactly what I asked. Well done. What I want to stress now, the reason I wanted Olga to kind of come back to the articulation a little bit more aggressively is because, well, is there anything aggressive about this sentence? Yes. Biting someone is quite harsh and hitting someone is quite harsh, is it not? And so I want you to think about when we're trying to express ourselves, and if I was saying this to my friend that he hit me, do you see how I'm using the T? He hit me. He hit me. I'm really hitting the sounds I'm making to help myself communicate what just happened as clear as I possibly can. Does that make sense? So that is something we will do in England. We will say that, oh, it was so relaxing. It was really hard, actually. It was really aggressive and it was really horrible. Do you see how they're two totally different energies that completely translate or transform how aggressively I use my articulation? So all of this work is to help you learn more about how to express yourself in different situations. This is an aggressive sentence. So I want you to, or not aggressive, because it's about a fish, for goodness sake, and it's a tongue twister. But it does have words like bit and hit, which can be quite aggressive. So let's give it another go. Bearing everything I've just said in mind, I'm not going to give you any more notes, but I do want it to still be a tongue twister. So let's really work on that articulation and slow that beginning bit down. You've got a habit of skimming over that beginning bit, really slowly, staccato. Do it all for me again, Olga. Great work.
If I bit the kipper would hit me.
Good, well done. Different pitch variation there as well. Fantastic. If I bit, say that for me.
If I bit.
Good.
Bit.
Good. We're almost making it sound a bit like a longer and thinner. Think longer and thin for me as you go not e. Do that for, can you do that for me? Like, you know, like you're like sticking your nose up or something. Can you do that? I know it's really, yeah, fantastic, like a witch. Better. That's the sound I want a little bit more of. The reason I got you to do that is because it's making you think up more. We're lifting our nostrils and we're snarling a little bit. Good. Now try it without the snarl. One more time.
Same sound. I
Similar. Well done. Good ear. Good ear. Let's go back to the witch. Good. Well done. So again, I'm trying to get you to do something different up here to make it change at the back here. Then I'm trying to get you to get rid of the shape that we're making at the front, but trying to keep the shape back here. It's quite a The glottal needs to come in and the tongue is quite high at the back. So really well done. You did it then. If. Say if. Again. If I. Better. Well done. If I bit. Fantastic. Well done. That was really good. I was being very precise and pernickety there, Olga, but you were transforming it with the little adjustments that we were doing. That was fantastic. The reason I'm stressing that little bit is because I don't know if you guys noticed, Olga had a habit of going, if I bit the kipper, if I did this, which is good because we do it in British. We do summarize and squish things together, go, oh, if I go there, it's fine. I don't say, if I go there, it's fine. I don't say that. We don't often say it like that. However, we do need the choice, just like I explained about, you know, how we communicate. Sometimes I might want to say, if I went there, I went there. I'm trying to spell something out to someone, right? It's very different to if I go, oh yeah, I just went there and it was fine. But I want you to be able to do both. Does that make sense, Olga?
Yes.
Yeah, really, really good. So again, let's just make it a tongue twister really slowly. Let's get the if sound bang on for me from the beginning. And let's see how we go.
If I bit the kipper would hit me.
Fantastic. And now I'm going to give you artistic license and character development and your personality to come through. Tell me this like I'm your friend and you're telling me about the situation with the kipper.
If I bit the kipper would hit me.
Good. Well done. If I bit the kipper would hit. Let's make it, just for experiment's sake, this is just quite useful for everyone to see. Let's make it as if the kipper hitting you is the biggest thing. Does that make sense?
If I bit the kipper would hit me.
Good. So fantastic effort. So close to what I was asking for. You're stressing would hit me quite a lot. I wanted it would hit me. Do you see the difference?
The kipper would hit me.
Yeah, there we go. So words like would, I mean, and should we use a lot and stress quite a lot, and would, but it's more, I think with would, it's more what comes after it that's more important. The kipper would do this to me. It's what it would do, not the kipper would do this to me. Do you see what I'm saying?
Kipper would hit me.
Yeah, better.
The kipper would hit me.
Yeah, and better that second time because you not slowed down, but you shortened the me sound. Me Me.
Me.
Yeah, good. So sometimes we might want to go, the kipper would hit me. Like, it's me. Why would it do that to me? But sometimes we might want to say, hit me. It would hit me. The hit is what I'm trying to stress. It doesn't matter about who they're hitting. It would hit me. It would do this to me. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, pushing you a little bit further as well, Olga, just because I could see like the way you were like naturally doing some things that were great. I just wanted to kind of slow you back and get you thinking a little bit differently as well with it. But it's fantastic. Well done. Any questions?
No, thank you.
Well done, no problem. We got Salta and Amir. Oh, you're
Yeah, you got the
see.
couple now.
Yeah, you're together. I get it. I saw
Yeah.
your video separately in the chat, but anyway, okay, good. What do you want to work on?
Wanna do scream one?
Okay, great.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Brilliant. Well done. Lovely. Let's slow it all down. Let's go
Sorry.
even more heightened in our articulation. I scream. I want the
I scream.
Good. Carry on.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Good, good, good. Well done. Even slower.
I scream.
Hang on. Hold up a minute. Hold up. You're diving in, which is great. Even more of each letter being used, each sound. Scream. Almost like that for me, okay?
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Fantastic. Better. Well done. The next thing I want you to work on, please. We all
We all scream. We all scream.
yeah, we all we all stood in the hall. Say
We
that.
all stood in the hall.
In the hall.
The hall.
Good.
We
What's
all
this?
stood in the hall.
Sit up straight for me, Amir. Good, because this isn't going to help.
Sorry.
Yeah. Good job. We all scream.
We all scream.
Good. So what I'm trying to get you to do is just slow down a little bit, Amir. You're saying it relatively naturally. It's just some of the articulation, things like dark L. So that all is what we call a dark L. And it's quite a rich sound where that lift of the tongue kind of stays there for a bit, and we all like we stay there. The tongue lifts, stays before we release the word, and there's a little flick. All. Say that for me.
All.
Yeah, fantastic. Really good. It's a really awkward sound, and sometimes we don't always use it. But for the sake of this exercise and for what I'm hearing already, I just want you to keep working on that and making sure you're committing to each sound. I know the scream is probably what we're working on because that's a sound that we've been talking about in the chat a little bit. It's really important to make sure when we're doing this, we still give everything its weight in articulation before we just move on and rush through the little bit. Similar, I was just doing with Olga, rather than just going, if I bit this, I was trying to get her to say, if I bit. So with you, it's the same again. We all scream for ice cream. Those are two separate words. So say that last bit of the phrase for me again, Amir.
All scream for ice cream.
Good. For ice cream. Did you all hear that? I wasn't getting for ice cream. I was getting for ice cream, which is natural, which is good. However, let's see if we can go a little bit deeper for me. For ice cream.
For ice cream.
One more time, even slower between the words. For
ice cream.
Fantastic. Well done. I'm just trying to get you to follow through with the words fully before we jump on to the next one. Okay. I'm being very pernickety, Amir, but fantastic. Say it all again for me. Very heightened. Please don't rush. And I really want every vowel and consonant very clear, especially that all scream for ice cream. Okay.
We all scream for ice cream.
Good. Well done. Have you got any questions, Amir?
No, I'm cool.
No, that was good. Well done. Just the thing I would say for you, try not to rush too much too fast.
Yep.
Just slowing it down is going to really, really help you just be more mindful of what shapes you're making. Okay. So I think that's the biggest tip I just give for you moving forward. Just slow it right down and really don't be afraid to over articulate it. But fantastic. Really, really good. Did Salta want to go, or is it just you?
No, I'm all right here.
Okay, well done. Nice to see you.
Right.
Who hasn't been yet? We've got a few of you. Where are we? Hands up. Maria.
Hello.
Hello, welcome, my love. What do you want to work on?
Thank you. Maybe I'll just take the last one, the eating and eating.
Ah, fabulous. We can all relate to that, can't we? Go on, give it a go.
All right. I just keep eating and eating.
One more time, please.
I just keep eating and eating.
Fantastic, good. Second time then your and was better. The first time we got an and eating. And yeah, more of a and not an and. So we need that little cheekbone lift almost. But brilliant, that was much better the second time. I just keep. Let's get a little bit more of the hiss in just for me. And then and that T at the end, just really spit it out almost. Give it another go.
Right. I just keep eating and eating.
Yeah, lovely. Well done. Now you can say this naturally to me, like you're just, you know, I just keep eating and eating. Just give it to me like you're telling a friend that you've got a bit of an eating problem.
I just keep eating and eating.
Lovely.
I just keep eating and eating. When I speak faster or like natural, I think it's very hard to articulate the T in just, but I don't know if we're still meant to articulate it or we just kind of.
Okay. Say it again for me.
I just keep eating and eating.
Yeah, good. So good point to make. Sometimes we do drop consonants at the end of words. And to be fair, this sentence, I would say, I doubt you would say this in a professional setting to a colleague at work or a meeting. You wouldn't probably just randomly in the meeting say, I just keep eating and eating. I don't think you would. However, if you were saying this and it was a really important part of the conversation, and again, you wanted to stress something in this sentence or this sentence completely, I probably would. For example, I just keep eating and eating. Doesn't sound foreign, does it? It doesn't sound I don't want to say foreign, sorry, but it doesn't sound wrong, does it, if I use the T there? However, sometimes I might want to say, I just keep eating and eating. I just keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
And because you've got the k afterwards as well, it almost helps. Just keep. It kind of also sounds a little bit like you're making the T, but not quite making the T. So yeah, I would say, just for a heads up, you practice both. That's the whole point of these tongue twisters, to like get the articulation down so that we can choose when we stray from it. It's fine, I would say, if you do want to drop that T, that's not a problem. And you did it that time, which was great. So just say it for me one more time naturally, like you would in a setting.
Right. I just keep eating and eating. I just keep eating and eating. I feel like I don't get the intonation right, like you do, but yeah,
Fantastic.
I need to practice more, I guess.
Good observation. It's just practice. Yeah. So I was just going to say, what I think is happening is that it's brilliant. It's just the it's almost too harsh on the E, but I think that's, again, it's okay. It doesn't sound, it still is valid. Do you know what I mean? It's still a version, and someone would say it like that. But eating, I think energetically, the stress of the word is on the AT and less on the E, the beginning of the word. Eating, it's the eating, almost like you're jabbing someone as you say it.
Eating.
Give it another go.
Can you say it one more time, like in a natural way?
I just keep eating and eating.
I just keep eating and eating.
Yeah, good. Eating and eating. I would also give you permission to play around with not doing the NG sound, because I think that might also, but also for you in your professional setting, from the video I saw, like, I think you maybe would get the NG sound in the eating and eating, but you would and could also say eating, like you're eating in a restaurant. Yeah, I'm eating and eating. And in fact, I would, so we're going into quite a lot of depth here, but I would probably, if I was saying the sentence, use the NG at the first eating. I would probably actually, do you see what I'm saying? Eating and eating. So I'm not saying and eating, I'm just going and having the NG at the end of the first eating
and eating
helps me into that. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So much to think
Eating
about.
and
There's so
eating.
many choices. This is really exciting.
Eating and eating.
Did that make
Mm.
sense to everybody, what I was saying there? I know it's quite like fast paced and we were going through it, but yeah, eating and eating. They're two different then, but they're both valid. And I probably would say that eating and eating, it depends what you want to stress and say. Give it another go for me, super heightened, please, Maria, and then give it to me super casual.
All right. Okay. I just keep eating and eating. Let me try the casual one. I just keep eating and eating.
Good, well done.
I just
One
keep
thing I'm going to
eating.
pick you up on, when you did the heightened one, we still got just, rather than just, the jaw dropping, yeah? So make sure when you're practicing heightened, tongue twister, muscularity, gym time, I just keep eating and eating. Just, not just.
Just.
It was just that jaw
I
release that we
just.
Yeah, just. Fantastic.
you.
You got questions?
I think I'm good. Thank you. Just need to practice more.
Really, really well done. Who next? Who wants to go? Violet, you haven't been yet. Oh no, you did go.
Yes, I would like to try another one if it is.
Yeah, go for it.
I
And
think.
then I would love to see. Yeah, there's still a few people that haven't. Go on, Violet. You give another go.
Okay, so I would choose the one about sheep one more time because
Yeah, go on then.
it's struggling for me. So I sleep on the cheap sheep.
One more time.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Excellent. P, the P sound I want more of.
I see. Okay, so I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Better. Well done. Can you all hear that there's a stop of the air and then the p, p. It's just a very simple p, p. And what's happening down here? P, p. It's actively p, p. It's getting engaged. It needs to happen. Otherwise, it's just I sleep on the sheep. There's nothing at the end of the word to finish the word, right? So I sleep on the cheap sheep. Let's do it again, very articulate, but let's really practice stopping the airflow and feeling our diaphragm almost bounce a little bit. I sleep on the cheap sheep. Should feel like effort.
Okay. I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Do you feel a bit out of breath when you do it?
Yes.
Good. So it's not always going to be easy and effortless in terms of breath. And I want you to get used to feeling uncomfortable almost with this kind of like you're literally forcing your, intestines and everything to move by engaging the diaphragm. It moves everything. It's going to make you feel a bit uncomfortable. So again, it's just about having that awareness of when to use it. I sleep on the cheap sheep. Like you might want to really use those P's. And so we need to get used to it. And again, it's not just the P sound that we use that diaphragm with, is it? So good. Give it another go for me and just let's say it a little bit more natural. That being said, I still want the P's a little bit harder, please, because I missed them before.
Okay. I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Better. You could all hear that, couldn't you, through the microphone? The coming through. Could you all hear? I hope you could. I could. It was brilliant. I sleep, and now I'm going to give you sleep because I think we're working so hard on this E sound. We're almost exaggerating it a little bit too much now. So I'm going to give you some license to pull back on it and shorten it a little bit. So it's not sleep, it's sleep. Sleep.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Good. Better. I think what it is because we're working on that E sound, we drag it out a little bit and then and I think why the P was falling off a little bit is because we were so stressing on the E sound, but the more we put energy into the other consonant at the end, I think it can help us shorten what we need to in the vowel sound, if that makes sense. So rather than sleep, cheap, sleep, cheap, we're getting to the P quicker. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, so give it another go for me. Just say it naturally.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Yeah, one more time.
I sleep on the cheap sheep.
Good, really good. Let's leave it there, Violet. That was good. Well done.
Thank you so
Practice
much.
the P's, get the diaphragm involved. Good. Who hasn't been yet? I can see Anna, Anastasia.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi. Maybe it's the first one.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so it's tip, top, clip, clop.
Good. One more time.
Tip, top, clip, clop. Clip.
Fantastic. Well done. What I would say, because I think we're practicing, I think we're getting to the I sound before, sorry, we're getting to the I sound too soon because you're preparing for it, because that's what you're most probably stressing on working on, because that's what we've been talking about in the group chat a little bit, the E and the I sound, right? So can we go, rather than starting it, watch what I'm doing, rather than starting it teep, we would start it with the T first, tip. Do you see how I'm not starting wide, I'm coming wide to do the word. Tip, tip, not tip, teep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Tip. Let it bounce up like a little flick. Tip.
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 Tip. Tip. Tip.
Good.
Tip.
Are you sat on a bed or a mattress or something?
Sorry?
Are you sat on a sofa or sat back?
Yes, yes.
Can you sit up for me a little bit? Because this will help. I know it's annoying. But do you see how I was trying to get you to do this kind of like bounce movement, or I was demonstrating it with like think up and a bounce, a lift. Can you almost do it with your body for me a little bit? Think up, forward and bounce, a bounce up, tip.
Tip.
Yeah.
Tip.
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 There
It
we go.
helps.
Say that again.
I said it helps.
So again, never underestimate how getting your body involved is like, it is gonna help you. That's why we do the chopping board. That's why I get you to do all of this, because it does help you transform it a little bit differently when we think of energy moving in a different direction. So fantastic. So now I know, as well as like a coach in this course, that you respond quite well to that sort of thing. We can use that to keep moving forward. Okay, so fantastic, well done. So let's go tip top. Let's keep it all very bouncy, like Mary Poppins. Tip top.
Tip top. Tip top.
Tip top.
Tip top.
Good. I want you to get more on top. With top, we're going tip. Say it again for me. Tip top.
Tip top.
Top. That was better that time. Top. Almost like oh. I want you to imagine the tongue is almost or the energy, the airflow is coming over. Op. On.
Oh. Top. Top.
Okay. I'm going on.
Going on.
I'm going on.
I'm going on.
Fantastic. Sit back upright for me, and let's almost imagine we're going on, like we're in a car that's kind of like stopping and starting a little bit. I'm going on. Do that for me.
I'm going on.
Better. Yeah. I think I think getting in your body is going to help you so much more, Anastasia. I think, what do you do for work, out of curiosity?
Sorry?
What do you do for work?
It's an office job.
Brilliant. So when we work in an office, we're often at a computer or, you know, having little interactions with people throughout our day, but we do get stuck in a bit of well, I just think physically it can inhibit us a little bit. Would you agree, Anastasia?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get stuck in the Zoom box. We've got our headphones in. We're just stuck in this little cubicle often at this desk. What's really important is to get up on our body and actually see and explore how, especially in England and with British, and how we express ourselves. I know we have a bit of a stiff upper lip kind of thing, but it is all quite physical, how we express ourselves, and also how we just naturally would, even before we learnt to talk and made languages and things, we would express ourselves with sounds and movement combined. Okay, so I think really top tip for you, I would say try and do that warm-up that we just did, and we'll do it different every time you work with me, but do that warm up every day if you can. And just remind yourself, if you're struggling, try not to think about it too much. What I want you to do is physicalize it more, because I think that's what's not helping you at the moment. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, it's going to stretch you. It's going to feel weird, but I really want you to do that because I can see massive potential already. And the fact that you responded so quickly as you did is super exciting for me. So please don't be afraid to experiment a little bit more and get out your chair and stand up and move a little bit with these languages. So let's give it another go. Tip, top, clip, clop. Let's see how I'm getting my elbows involved. Tip, top, clip, clop. Have a little bounce for me, like a dog or like a horse galloping. Yeah.
Okay, so it's tip, top, clip, clop.
Loosen it off for me. Tip, top, clip, clop.
Tip, top, clip, clop.
Fantastic. Well done. Good effort. Clip, clop. I think the biggest thing for you to work on at the moment is loosening off physically so that you're not coming at it too tense from the off and overthinking it. And what I would say is just practice getting on the op sound a little bit more. Oh. Oh, can you see, like, it's like a black pit in my mouth there. Oh, you can't really see my tongue because it's so flat. Oh, but my energy is over. I'm getting over something, on it. Does that make sense? Give it another go. On.
On.
Better. Good. I can see you really working those muscles there. Fantastic.
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit more of a lip commitment, I think. Good. And that tongue flatten.
So what do I say now?
For me, please say top, clop.
Top, clop.
Yeah,
Top,
over it again.
clop.
Top, clop.
Top, clop.
Better. Well done. Really, really good. Any questions?
No, thank you.
Fantastic. You did really, really well then. Don't be afraid to get it in your body, my love. That was really, I think you improved dramatically when you physicalized it, okay? Practice, get it up on its feet and just play around without judgment, all right? Really, really well done. Fantastic. We've got Anna. Oh, hello, Sophia, with a little bubba. Hello.
Hello.
Anna, would you like
Have
to
a go.
go?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, sorry, lost all of them. Let's try the three throws. He threw 3 free throws.
Lovely. Really, really good. Let's slow it right down. Make it a tongue twister for me, a proper articulation exercise.
He threw 3 free throws.
Good. Very nice. He threw.
He threw.
3 free.
That's where I struggle. 3 free throws.
Throws. Good. Throws. Good. Yeah, fantastic. Really, 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 really good. Just trying to think how to articulate this. Throws. So when we're practicing some articulation, I will get you to break it down like throws. However, what I was hearing then was throws. Throws, like Louis Theroux. Theroux. Yeah. We want there to be a difference between the r and the the O's, but we don't want to make it too much throws, like a rose. That being said, it's a very Essex thing to do, like, oh my God, it's a bit more like that. But I don't think that's the sound that we're trying to get to here. And the little I know of you already, I'm pretty sure you would say throws, not the rose.
Yes, that's right.
Right, okay, good. So let's have a little throws. Rather than thinking throws, let's think throws. Almost like, again, I mentioned someone earlier, this idea of just going forward, not up and down. Let's try and keep it flatter almost. See if that works.
Throws.
Real, yeah. Say it again.
Throws.
Yeah, good, lovely.
Just the voice.
Well give it another go for me. And let's add a little bit more of an accusatory and emphasis on he, just because you were whizzing over that bit before, and I want you to again have the choice, and let's stress the he a little bit more. It's him that did these things. Yeah, so give it another go.
He threw 3 free throws.
Close. Good. Even more. He
threw 3 free throws.
Fantastic, good. I'm sure that you've probably worked on the he, like keeping that quite nice and clipped. I'm giving you more license to practice he a little bit more. Really, really good. One more time for me.
He threw 3 free throws.
Fantastic. He threw 3 free throws.
Just feels so natural to jump from. So I think, I don't know. Is there any way to practice that?
Yeah, definitely. He threw 3 throws. So, you know, we did the butter thing. I don't know why I did this. You know, we did the butter thing briefly earlier, the
Yeah.
We can do something similar with TH and F. So well done for sticking with me, by the way, guys. I know we've been on here for like 2 hours. You've all done amazingly well. Well done for still being here. Let's practice making a f sound. So f.
What was the last sound?
Yeah, so all we're doing is, let me just quickly f, and then yeah.
Okay.
Good. So these are actually all voiceless sounds, everybody. So you can all practice this. So I actually don't want, I'm adding the voice to try and make it so you can hear me, but let's just think of all it is a breath sound, this really.
Yeah.
All that we're changing is the interrupter of the airflow. Yeah. Lovely. So do you see what we're practicing? We're practicing the lips and the teeth, and then the tongue and the teeth.
Yeah. Okay.
Practicing that movement, so it will help you with three throws. Yeah. So and you can practice it the other way as well. So yeah, keep practicing and practice mixing up and changing the pace, but for now start slowly and then get quicker. But it will imitate that. So let's just say it one more time, the whole sentence for me.
He threw 3 free throws. I think throws kind of went off, but there you go.
That was good though. I think that was better, like the three throws. I think because perhaps, and again, that's why we isolate all these movements and repeat them again. Reps build sets and sets build success. Like we get stronger at the thing we practice more. And so the more like little tricks we can do, like the chopping board and this,
yeah, that I will definitely practice that.
Yeah, and I think even that time, even you just doing it a couple times then, I think it took the pressure off trying to get it in the sentence.
Thinking how to kind of put the tongue and where.
Yeah, and then you actually came at the sentence, the tongue twister with less stress, like less tension, because you just practiced it and took the weight off, the pressure off. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, really, really good.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Well done, Anna. Great stuff. Who hasn't gone yet? We've got Liza for sure. And I can see Salter's back. I don't know if you want to go, Salter. And then there's a name I can't read because it's in a different language. Yes, you've unmuted. What's your name?
Me? I'm Lydia. Hello.
Lydia.
Yes.
Hello.
I want to work on the third one.
The third one. Go for it. Let's go.
Thin sticks, thick bricks. Thin sticks, thick bricks.
One more time, even slower, please.
Thin sticks, thick bricks.
Good. One more time.
Thin sticks, thick bricks.
Thin. No. Okay, good. N on that November thin sound. Let's just practice almost like like a schoolyard. Na. Can you just do that for me?
Na.
Excellent. Na. Do you see what's happening to make that N sound?
Thin.
Oh, you just gave me exactly what I'm trying to get you to do then. Thin. That, you remember we did the tongue exercise, lifting the tongue and pushing up there. Thin. You gave me a really good tongue lift and connection and let the vibration hang out there for a little bit. And it was lovely. Thin. Do that again for me.
Thin.
Yeah. Good. I think that's what I want a little bit more of on this, please. So let's give it another go on thin sticks.
Thin sticks.
Yeah. Thick bricks.
Thick bricks.
Yeah, fantastic. Good. So I'm not sure if it's those sounds or just at the ends of words, but make sure when you do the whole word, you finish the whole word with as much muscularity as possible. Because I think on thick bricks, I think on the end of the words, we were losing a bit of the clarification of articulation and the strength that is required to make the sounds. And yeah, on the end, so on M's and N's, everybody, really enjoy them in English. Like I was doing earlier, when we were humming, imagine you're eating chocolate, it's such a naturally instinctive sound that we make when we're enjoying something. That was such a good film. Or love that beer I just had after dinner. Or, you know, it's a nice, rich sound. And sometimes I notice that we don't enjoy it as much as we can when we're learning a British accent. So let's imagine we really are enjoying the fact that these sticks and bricks are thin and thick. So I want you to enjoy thin and thick for me a little bit more. Make it, I'm really glad that these sticks are this way, and I'm really glad that these bricks are that way. Give it another go for me.
Okay. Thin, thin sticks, thick bricks. Thin sticks, thick bricks.
Good. Did you feel like you were enjoying that?
No. I'm sorry.
Well done for
yes,
being
once again.
honest. Come on, you can do it.
What lovely thin sticks and thick bricks.
Fantastic. Well done. And fantastic. Like, you wouldn't ever say this, but did you see how that was so brilliant, Lydia, how you like improvised at the beginning? What lovely thin stick, just to help you get in the frame of mind for it, of what I was asking for. And it transformed the way you said it just slightly, but it's these little details that make British people sound British. I think it's these little details that we put in. So fantastic. Really, really well done. Thin sticks, thin, thin. I would like you now just to try and, I'm trying to think how to explain this. Rather than thin, keeping it all quite small in the mouth, thin. I kind of want there to be a bit more of a bounce and a gap on the I sound. Thin. Can you try that for me?
Thin.
Good. I'll let you drop the N a little bit more now. Let's focus on the on the I sound. So thin.
Thin.
Better. Good. Thin sticks.
Thin sticks.
Fantastic. Really good. And now I'm going to give you permission. Let's drop you're giving me a thin, a N almost, thin, like it's thinner sticks. No, let's go thin and let's drop the voice quickly. Thin sticks.
Thin sticks.
One more time.
Thin, one moment, please. Thin sticks.
Brilliant. Well done. Yeah, fantastic. So what I've just learned from you, Lydia, just simply, it's quite small, thin. And I think what's going to help you very well is thinking release and relaxing that jaw, relaxing that tongue, and letting it have a little bit more enjoy the space that the tongue has in the mouth, especially when we release the jaw a little bit more. Rather, it doesn't all have to be quite thin up here. I feel like we've got a little habit to keep it here a little bit. Thin. Go for me now. A. E. A. Lovely. Practice those for me. It's like get used to letting your voice be heard. Yeah. Yeah. Lovely. You're really committing and using your full shape and sounds there. Really, really good. Great. Any questions?
No, thank you. I can feel my tongue now.
I can feel my tongue now. Love it. Thank you. Well done. Good work. We got Sophia up next.
Hi guys. While my little one is actually throwing pasta on the floor, I have 2 minutes to try to try and do this. Okay, I would like to try the he threw 3 free throws. So he threw 3 free throws.
Really good. One more time, please.
He threw 3 free throws.
Fantastic. So what I'm hearing is something I haven't actually heard yet today, Sophia. So thank you for demonstrating it for me. The tapped R, through. We don't really do it in British, with a British accent. He threw, not through.
He threw, no, sorry. He
that second one.
three free throws. Throws.
That was it. That was it. You did it the second time on the first one, and then just then on the final throws, you did it exactly right. Give it another go for me. Try not to stop yourself as you do it. Try and commit to the whole sentence and give it a go. You can do it.
He threw three free throws.
Close. Requires a lot of work, doesn't it?
The thing, I have to remember which goes after which one. So
Yeah, it's interesting as well. Through three on the E sound, you're not really doing it. Three.
Okay. Three. He threw three free throws.
Free, yeah. So free. So what, sorry, it's on the free that you are managing to not do it. And I'll tell you why. It's because on the TH sound, we have to put the tongue exactly where we want it to go, ready to make the R sound. However, on the F, free, you're not using the tongue to make the sound. Free, you're using it on the R in a way that you don't have it lifted and almost prepped, ready to tap. So what I would encourage you to do, let's just go, he free three free throws. So he free three.
He free three free throws.
One more time.
He free three free throws.
Fantastic. Well done. Now I'm going to ask you to replace all of the THs with Fs. He threw free throws.
He free throw. Oh, sorry. He free three throws.
I'm just going to write it out. He threw free throws.
He threw free throws. He threw free throws.
Good. Now come back to the original tongue twister and let's see how we go. He threw three free throws.
He threw three free throws.
Good. Well done. I actually think you almost corrected yourself there in the wrong direction and got the R, the tapped R back in. No, it's fine, but interesting. Really, really good. So what I was trying to get you to do is practice not saying the TH sound and trying to say the F, because you got that free sound down perfectly. And that is something we do in British. I keep saying in British, with a British accent. Sometimes I would say free throws. If I've said free, I'm probably going to say, instead of throws, I would say a F sound, throws. Oh, he threw the ball. He threw the ball, not he threw the ball, but we need the choice. And I think you probably would say through. However, I was just trying to get you to practice replacing the THs with an F. And I think it worked, actually. I think you were overthinking it almost a little bit and then tripping yourself up a little. So what I'd say is say it one more time for me. And yeah, we're just really casually saying this now.
He threw three free throws.
Better. Good. The first one, not so much, but the rest were perfect. Fantastic. Really, really good. Just practice. Yeah, not making that R too tapped. We're not trying to tap it and make it a R. It's a simple R.
Three. Okay. Three.
Well done. Yeah. Good. Really good. Really quickly picks up. Fantastic. Well done. Have you got any questions?
No, just a remark.
To you. Oh, go on.
When my little one saw you, she said kukla, the doll. So apparently you're a doll.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Thanks for letting me know. Nice to meet you. Bye. Has anyone else got to go who has not gone? Yeah, I think Liza and Salter, if you want to go, I'm happy to overrun a little bit. I know we haven't done any phrases or the sonnet today. If you did come on late, I did say that we're not going to do the sonnet today. I wanted to do mostly tongue twisters with you and kind of get a feel for where you're all at before we jump into the poetry. So we will do that next week. And yeah, we haven't done any phrases, but again, this is useful to me to see where, for me to see what level you're all at. So yeah, great. Who wants to go then? Anyone next? You don't have to go if you don't want to, but you might as well if you're here. Go on. Liza, Salter?
Hi, I would like to try the same things about the, sorry, I'm from phone, so I need to open the chat.
No, I couldn't see you. No, I found you. Yeah, okay, great.
He threw three free throws. throws.
One more time.
He drew 3 free throws.
Excellent. Well done. What was your name, my love?
Nadia.
Nadia. Excellent. Thanks, Nadia. So,
It's fine.
nearly. We've got a couple
practiced.
things to work on.
Okay.
But really, really, really good effort.
Just I'm a little bit better understand this through. So when I am telling this, I need to always to put my tongue out, like through.
Yeah, I think sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, but I would for now get you to practice doing it because it is a bit weird. My tongue is there, isn't it? So the air is kind of coming above the tongue, but the tongue is coming out. So yeah, let's just practice that a little bit. Good, good, good. And I'd like you, can you do it without voice? So it's like a whisper. There's no voice involved, just a like a whisper. Excellent. Really, really good. So just for everyone's, just so you know, like it's quite hard to hear that on Zoom. So that's why I might ask, like, oh, can you hear me do it? Because sometimes it is, because it's a breath sound and not really a voice sound. It's quite hard to hear. So good. Can you give me more on a level like 1 to 10 in terms of effort? How much effort would you say that you were giving me then, Nadia?
Effort.
Yeah.
I don't know, 10.
10? Okay. Can you give me a level 20 effort then? I want more effort on the so that we're really getting we're really like pushing the air out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Give it a try for me. Yes, fantastic. Almost like we're out of breath and we've just been for a really big run. Fantastic. Yeah. Can you all see, brilliant, Nadia, how much more her body was getting involved then? And I keep talking about physicality and body moving and actually engaging in what we're saying. That was exactly what I was looking for. Well bloody done. Good. So we've got let's now add keeping that level of intensity and hard work for me, Nadia. Fantastic. Keep that. Let's try through. Close, good. Through. Excellent. You're doing so well. Well done. This is really tricky stuff. So let's get the tongue out. Let's slow it right down.
Through.
Let's make 3 different sounds now. Let's forget the word through. Let's make 3 different sounds. We've got a, which is a voiceless breath sound, a r, and then a oo, okay? R, oo.
Ooh.
Fantastic. Well done. R, oo. Close. That's a less tapped R there. Good. What I'm hearing, Nadia, is that the R is similar to, oh, I've forgotten her name now, Sophia. The tapped R is coming in through. Through. So when we do the R in British, we're not going that's what's happening when you're doing a tapped R. What we're doing is a r. We're just lifting and dropping it.
I need more.
No, you're doing really, really good. Fantastic. Can you all see how much? That's fantastic, Nadia. Oh my gosh, brilliant.
Oh, thank you. I think I got it.
No, yeah, you're getting it. It's just, it feels a bit weird and it's totally different to how you've been speaking for however long. So it's going to feel really, really weird. But you were really committing to releasing the tongue. You had a good access of release there. So fantastic. What I would say is let's just break it into 3 sounds again. And if the getting the tongue that floppy helps having the hand, or really picturing it as you were doing it, almost like you've been stung by a bee or something like you were doing, is perfect. So let's just go. Ooh. One more time.
Ooh.
Good. Let's just go. Ra. Good. One more time. Oh, good. Close. I think you had it that second time. I wanted to get it one more time, but I think we went back to the ra, 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 ra.
Ra, ra,
Yeah,
ra,
right. What's going to
ra,
help you, Nadia?
ra,
You're really, really using your jaw to get this, and it's brilliant to see. Ra, ra.
ra,
You're doing this,
ra.
which is great. I want you almost to do that every time. So let's do the tongue twister, and I want you to commit to that level of ra in there. So let's just go. He threw.
He threw
Close. Yeah. 3,
3,
3,
3
froze.
frogs.
Good. I think dropping the jaw is helping your tongue not tap the roof of your mouth too much. Of course, we won't get this nailed in because we wouldn't ever say it like that. But I think for you, ra, ra, ra.
Ra,
Do it for me.
ra, ra.
Yeah, is going to really, really help you. And what I want you to do slowly but surely in your own time is practice that, but practice then also seeing how you can keep the jaw relatively neutral and just let the tongue do the shape it needs on its own. Does that make sense? Ra,
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 ra.
ra, ra, ra.
Excellent,
Ra.
excellent.
Thank you so much. I will practice this.
Yeah, fantastic though. Really, really good. And again, I think for you, I can tell like if you physically engage a bit more, it comes a bit more naturally. So practice all of this stood up. Practice it with the movement that you're doing, the rah, rah, like this bouncy action. It's going to help. It will help you get it down for sure. So brilliant. Well done.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. You're welcome. Keep working on that. That was good. Hello. Who have we got here? I didn't see your face yet. Another hand in the air. What's your name? Nalugal.
Yeah, my name is Narlagul. Hello, Pippa.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I want to practice the second one.
Yeah, go on then.
The wind sings in my ears.
One more time.
The wind sings in my ears.
Good. Let's really get some more dexterity going on. The wind sings that slowly for me, okay? Give it another go.
I'm just one time. The wind sings in my ears.
Lovely. Good. I'm going to give you something a little bit different, if that's okay. Are you sat on a desk? Yeah. Sit upright for me a little bit more. Can you just make a lovely gentle hum sound for me and put your hand on your chest just here and imagine you're sending the sound and the hum down here. Give it a little, a little pat and a little rub if you want to. Can you do that? Can you feel some vibrations down here? Just bounce around. Enjoy that lovely hum for now. Have a little sway. Yeah, nice, comforting. Like you got a little, a little baby bird there or something. Lovely. The wind. Say that for me. The wind.
The wind.
The wind.
The wind.
Good. Sings in my ears.
Sings in my ears.
Fantastic. Good. Why do you think I was getting you to do that? You don't have to know the answer. I'm just curious. Not sure?
The wind sings in my ears.
I'm trying to get you to connect to it a little bit more. I know it's a tongue twister, but I think because you were concentrating so hard on the task at hand, your pitch was quite high. The wind you were quite up here, and I could tell you were already a little bit taut and tense. I was trying to get you to calm a little bit, come at it a little bit more grounded. Trying to get your pitch down a little bit more to a natural pitch, I think. I'm not sure you were sitting exactly where you were. Anyway, really, really good. Let's just enjoy this a little bit more and enjoy the sound. The wind sings in my ears. There's lots of lovely, rich vibration sounds here, and I want you to feel them more. So give it another go.
The wind sings in my ears.
Brilliant. Lovely. On ears, we've still got a Z sound, not a S sound. I know it's written with an S, but it's ears. Yeah. So just say ears and get that Z sound for me.
The wind sings in my ears.
Good. Ears.
Ears. The wind sings in my ears.
Good. And sings.
Sings.
Yeah, fantastic. Well done. So this is a common thing that I see quite often. If it's got an S at the end of the word, sometimes we think it is going to be an S sound, like a S, but actually sometimes it is a little bit more of a Z, and sometimes it's a bit of a hybrid of the two. It is a bit in between, especially in Southern English. I think we would say is more than is. So good, well done. And again, the reason I was getting you to get down here a little bit more, relax into it, to get, because you've got these lovely sounds and z sounds. They're very warm and vibration-y, resonant sounds, okay? And we really use that a lot in England. Oh, I love a cup of tea. We quite earthy with how we talk. It's not always up here. That's normally stressed level of English people talking, getting annoyed about something. Sometimes we know how to bring it down and feel very rooted, okay? So let's imagine the wind singing in your ears is the nicest thing ever. And I want you to enjoy every sound you're making a little bit more, please. Give it another go.
The wind sings in my ears.
Blow it down for me. The wind sings in my ears.
The wind sings in my ears.
Better, really, really good. The final thing I just want to give you, Nagalil, is just ears, not ears, ears.
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 Better.
Ears.
Think wide, not ears. Ears.
Ears. Ears.
Is.
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 Good. So I'm kind of lifting the tip of my tongue, the top lip a little bit. Is.
Ears.
Can you do this for me? Good, good. I'm not coming out wide. I'm just going, so I'm in neutral, lifting my lips out like a tentacle, a little suction pad, and then I'm releasing back to neutral again. Can you do that? So neutral, pucker, neutral. Yes, that's it. Ears.
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 That's it. It's so funny, isn't it? Well done, well done. Just because I think what we were doing is we weren't quite we were going ears or ears, thinking it's more of a wide, longer sound, but it's actually ears, ears,
Ears. Ears.
With transforms, transports forward. Ears.
Is.
Ears.
Is.
Ears.
Is.
Yeah, good. Better. Keep working on that. Really, really nice. And again, I think with you, when you're physically engaging and moving your hands, it comes to life more, right? So don't be afraid to do that when you're practicing. If you're here and you're not quite getting it right, but you can hear someone or see someone doing it on a video, or me watching this back, you're like, oh, she's doing this action. Do that action as well, because it will probably help you if your instinct is telling you to do that. So yeah, brilliant. Have you got any questions, Nagal?
Thank you.
Oh, sorry,
I
no.
will practice, yeah.
Yeah, okay, brilliant. Please do. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you next time, Nagalor.
Thank you.
Anyone else want to go? Salta, I'm looking at you, but you don't have to.
Yeah, I would like to try the same because I found it quite complicated here for me. So I'll start. The wind sings in my ears.
Good. One more time.
The wind sings in my ears.
Ears. Yeah, nice. One more time.
The wind sings in my ears.
Yeah, good. I think it's wind for me that's sounding a little bit unusual. Wind. So rather than thinking wind, can we think wind? Down in energy.
The wind. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, done. Bye. No, brilliant. Well done. That was lovely. The wind. So I think, yeah, when we've got these lovely rich, like I was saying just now, sounds and the deep, I think I think what I see quite often, especially with like certain accents, is it's all like up here, like wind,
yeah.
But actually it's more of a like a wind. We enjoy it more on that earthy tone and that kind of flat plane a little bit more. So yeah, say it the whole sentence for me with that downward intention more on wind.
The wind sings in my ears.
One more time, focus on it a little bit more. The wind.
The wind sings in my ears. Sorry, again.
Keep lifting, yeah, wind.
The wind sings in my ears.
Yeah, the wind sings. Good. Out of all of those words, which ones do you think, which word is the nicest?
Sings.
And at the moment, you're not giving me any loveliness on sings. I'm being very nitpicky, but I think it's because, yeah, I just want to push you a little bit more in this direction because I think you've got a natural ear for it. The wind sings. It's not hissing. It's not shouting at you. It's not grabbing you and slapping you in the face. It's singing at you. So let's really enjoy the word sings and get all of those beautiful sounds through in sings a little bit more, please.
The wind sings in my ears.
Fantastic. Good. But then we drop the wind. So give me both of them, please.
The wind sings in the wind sings in my ears.
Better. Tiny little difference then, but that was better. Well done. Can you feel the difference like energetically and
yeah, sure. No,
yeah, bear that in mind. Just thinking about grounding the voice a bit more. And we will do more of that in my sessions, like especially in the warm-up stuff. Like it's all about, and to be fair, we didn't really do that much of the grounding stuff today, but we will do so, and it's all recorded. So please keep coming back and watching it because it will help you for sure. Good. Well done. Any questions?
No.
Great. Good to see you. That's it, everybody. Well done. We've overrun somewhat. I'm sure Lila won't mind. But if you've got any questions, just message in the chat. I'm not going to be on the chat too much, but I will be dropping like my little videos in and whatnot. And if you do have any questions, just message on there. And I will try my best to get back to you. And if I miss you, then just flag it again and I'll try and find you and come back to you. But otherwise, write all your questions down and really utilize what Lilo's offering you, because honestly, like she keeps adding stuff to this and I'm like, what is she doing now? It's so brilliant. I'm really impressed with what she's providing you guys, and I think like really take it on board. You're all doing so well. I've loved all of your openness so far, diving into these silly exercises. And yeah, my sessions will always start with a little bit of fun, a little bit of silly, and now I've taught you the main stuff that we'll be doing. We'll get through it quicker. And yeah, we'll get a lot more creativity work, creative led work in at the end of my sessions moving forward. We will be doing poetry, we will be doing Shakespeare, we'll be doing some scripts that I've worked on throughout my career, and we're going to talk a lot more about natural conversation in English, and I'll give you certain phrases that you can practice as well. So really well done, everyone. So good. I look forward to seeing you very soon, and have a lovely rest of your weekend. Lovely to meet you all. See you all soon. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, bye. Can't wait to get to know you all better. See you soon.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye. Well done.
Bye.
Great effort. Ciao.